Hey guys, it's Zoe Marie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be discussing politics for you guys. Because that's just a topic that I really get involved in, and I also have had some tea to spill considering this. So we're going to talk about the tea, and then I'm going to get into my political views, and stuff. And I know I'm gonna get people disagreeing, and it's okay to disagree to some level on some stuff, but then there's some things, if you disagree with me, I just can't be friends with you. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna open up and tell you guys my beliefs. So yeah, so actually what got me into this, and I know I'm filming this literally right after it happened, is that somebody decided to, because on Facebook, in my Facebook, I have my YouTube channel linked with my Facebook. So you can get, if you know me, if you have me on Facebook, you can get to my YouTube channel. Well, somebody decided to click on screenshot my YouTube channel and use it in an argument to try and justify what I was saying. And being like, yeah, of course you believe this, look at the titles of your videos. Without even watching my actual videos, so they have no clue what it's about. They're just going based off the titles. So, and when my titles are questions, they can be taken wrong. They could be, yeah. So that's what's going on with this. Somebody tried justifying my beliefs. So I know they're going to watch this video. There's a chance they're going to watch this video once I post it. So if you're watching this, hi, these are my beliefs, and if you have an issue with it, oh well. I go on Facebook literally every day, and I just go through and I comment and stuff, because like I will spend like an hour a day doing that, just because on different social medias, because I like social media. I do social media like it's a normal thing for me to do. It's not weird. I take like an hour to get my social media a day, and then I'm done. Other than like watching YouTube and Netflix and everything. So yeah, let's get into my political views. So, if you guys don't know, I live in Oklahoma, and Oklahoma is a very conservative place. I, on the other hand, will be telling you my views instead of just saying I'm a conservative, because I'm not a conservative, but these are my views. First off, if you guys don't know, I'm pansexual. I'm very, very gay. I'll kiss a girl. Whatever. I'm sexually attracted to girls. Like, yeah, I know I have a husband, and I love my husband, but I also am sexually attracted to girls, which is my own business. But yeah, so I do believe everyone deserves the right to marry whoever they want. I was taught in school about straight stuff, straight stuff, relationships and stuff. I was never taught about gay relationships and stuff. So I think gay marriage is fine. Like, I don't see an issue with it. Your religion, does it agree with it? Cool. Your church, you don't want to marry two gay people? Cool. They can find, like, if I was to marry a woman, I would find someone else. If you don't want to marry two gay people, cool. Move on. I'll find someone else. Why should my life go around your religious views? Like, that's why church and state are completely separated, and I love it that way. It's great that way. But gay marriage is just, it makes sense. Straight people can marry who they want. Gay people can marry who they want. The next thing is racism. I can't wrap my head around racist people who don't like people because of their color of their skin. Like, they cannot control that. You cannot control the color of your skin, like, unless you paint your skin, but what you were born as, you cannot control. Why hate people who are, like, not white, or, like, based on the color of their skin? I really don't understand it. I've never been able to wrap my head around why people are so racist and say things like that. Like, racist things. I don't get it. Next is abortion, and this is a very heavy topic because I did lose my child in June, And me and my husband, we lost our child in June. And so I know there's going to be things like baby killer. I've already had a person in my life call me a baby killer because they don't like my opinion on this. And my opinion used to be absolutely not, abortion's wrong, no ands, ifs, or buts about it. But I have been open-minded and realized there are some cases. I still believe abortion's wrong, but there are some cases where I'm just like, okay, now for me, I'm not going to go up to a woman and say, you got an abortion, I hate you, because I don't believe in hating people because they got an abortion. I believe love them because you have no idea why. I do think if an 8-year-old goes out and gets raped, she should be able to get an abortion. Like, it's not her fault a kid happened. She's not going to be able to. What if she has no family there? What if she has literally no one to help her? She can't get a job. How on earth is she going to take care of that baby? If her life's in danger, why should she have a kid? If me personally, if I was gonna die, I would not have an abortion. I would say, let me die. But if another person wants to, I'm not gonna take that right. I think abortion's wrong in, like, most cases. Now, like I said, an 8-year-old's gonna die, and she says, I just don't take it. Or if, I heard this thing, this lady, her baby died inside of her, and she had to get an abortion because the baby was already dead. She wanted an abortion. If they made it illegal, she would have had to continue carrying that baby, which could have killed her. And what could have happened was, when she had that baby, she was gonna have to deliver clumps, literally clumps, because the baby had died and was just clumps of just clumps of the baby. Like, maybe a leg would have came out here and this would have came out here. Like, I know gory stuff, but that's the truth. The baby was already dead. Abortion isn't just live babies. It is sometimes, in some cases, it's babies that have already died. I lost my child. It was traumatizing. I try not to think about it, but I still do every single day. But I just think some cases an abortion is necessary. Some cases, no. Like me, I got pregnant out of my own choice. Me and my husband, it's my fault I got pregnant. I owned up to that responsibility. I was fine with it. I was actually happy I was pregnant. But yeah, that's another thing. Here's another thing that I'm going to talk about. I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to make things make sense to y'all. The school system. The school system here in America is, I don't understand it. I don't understand why I have to go through 4 years of high school, and then after that, if I want a chance to better myself, not an automatic, oh, you're gonna 100% chance you're gonna better yourself. I have to pay for it. Why should I have to pay to better myself? Because me, I'll be honest, my family is not rich. I don't have money. My parents we're barely making it. My family barely made it my whole life. Like, my mom had me at 19 when my dad was 30. Like, my parents barely made it by. Why can't I go to college, but yet somebody who has $100,000 can go to college and be fine? Why is college based off of learning things like a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and how if you can memorize this whole entire thing this long in a week, in a couple days? Like, things that you're never gonna matter to you, like, to anyone in a real job, unless they're going for, like, a teacher, like a math teacher or something. Why is college based off the grades you get in high school like that? Like, the whole entire concept of college to me makes no sense. College to me should be, hey, you know what you want to do with your life, so guess what? You're going to come here and you're going to go do it. It should be like me. I want to go do cosmetology. I want to go do acting as well. There should be colleges for me learning how to do acting, and then I can later on go and do makeup and stuff, like cosmetology or makeup, whatever I want to do. It shouldn't be you go sit in a classroom and you take notes and you do this and then you have to memorize this stuff. Like, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, the whole entire concept of the school system here makes no sense. Now, that brings me into another thing. Jail. There's other countries where you go to jail, and I know this, trust me, because my husband knows what jail's like. I'm just going to put it out there. He knows what jail's like. I'm not saying what happened, but he knows it. And hopefully he doesn't get mad at me for saying this. But my dad's been to jail before. I know a couple other people in my life who've been in jail. Trust me. And, jail or prison. And it's not like, in other countries, they teach you stuff. They teach you stuff so that when you get out, you can get a job. Because here's what happens. Say I went in the store and stole a loaf of bread. I go to jail. Guess what happens when I get out? It's going to be harder for me to find a job. And I'm going to have to go back and steal bread. Guess what happens? Go back, steal bread. My family eats, but I go back to jail. I get out, it's even harder for me to get a job. Like, why not teach us stuff and help us find jobs when we go to jail so that we don't go back to jail? And if you do everything you can for us and we just don't want it, then that's our fault. And then at that point, if you've done everything you can do, then just don't do it anymore. Like, it makes no sense that other countries have these programs to help their people in jail so that they don't go back into drugs, killing people, stealing food, like doing things like that. Like, it makes no sense to me that. The next thing is the border situation. I think there are things we can do other than putting them. Like, I've seen the pictures. I've seen the pictures of the border. And when I went to vote, I voted. If you guys don't know, I voted. November 3rd, there's a church here that I went and voted. I'm not saying who I voted for, but I think it's quite obvious at this point who I voted for. But I voted, and before that, I looked at pictures of the border. That's one thing I looked at. I looked at Trump and Biden's speeches and what they said, their voting history, things like that. Why on earth is the border an issue? Like, our country is literally people from other countries. I can guarantee you watching this, there's a huge chance that your family is not 100% Native American, like, from America. Like, every single person was here in America. Like, before other people. Like, you have at least 1% Irish in you, or 1% African in you, or 1% Mexican in you, or 1% Scottish in you, or something. You're not 100% Indian. Like, now if you are, that's great, but most of us aren't. So what, like, I get it, there's issues with people coming over here and doing drugs and stuff, but come on, our country was built on people coming from other countries. Like, that's how our country got built, like, 13 colonies, like, that kind of stuff. So what's the... Not every person coming over here is doing drugs or gonna bomb us. Like, what? So yeah, there's that. Another thing is with COVID-19, I'm gonna admit to something, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this. I am not the best when it comes to wearing a mask. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I hate it. I hate wearing a mask. I hate it, and I will admit to that, and that's my fault. That is a me thing. And I really should be wearing my mask. I just hate it. So that's one thing I've been working on more, is wearing my mask. I do think COVID, the vaccine, I'm still researching if I'm going to take it or not, because honestly, I don't know. I never took the flu shot, so I'm probably not going to take the COVID vaccine just because I never took the flu vaccine, and I had the flu once and it wasn't that bad. I do respect older people who are at high risk to get it. My dad's one of them. But I do think the numbers with COVID are a little bit, upped. They upped them a little bit to make it sound a little bit worse than it is. But I do think it's bad. There are people dying from it. Like, that's the thing I hear. People are like, oh my gosh, this isn't even bad. It's killing people. It's actually killing people. Even if it killed 50 people here in the U.S., it's still killing people. And it annoys me when people are like, oh, well, whatever, let's just not take this lightly. I think what would be a good idea is, like, shut the country down for 2 months. There's other countries where they have shut the country down for 2 months, and then after that, they're living in peace. Everything's fine. Like, come on. 2 months isn't that bad. Everyone goes out, gets their shopping. Everyone who is on, like, food stamps gets 2 months worth of food stamps, and they say, you have this week to go. Or, like, each town, like, my town would get Monday and say, y'all can go here and use your food stamps here this day. Anyone who's going shopping in this town needs to go do it this day. Or something, I don't know, something, because this thing's never going to be over here in the United States if something doesn't happen, and I'm just ready for it to happen, because I do agree the flu is bad too, but, like, come on, let's just get this done with so we don't have to worry about COVID. It's annoying. It's annoying. My parents always talk about it. I get super annoyed when I was going to church at a certain place, because my parents wanted me to go to church, so I went, because I respect them. They always talked about COVID. On the news, COVID everywhere, and I'm just like, can we get it done with? But yeah, these are my views. Not all of my views. I know if you don't like my opinions, then you don't like my opinions. As long as you're not one of the people who are, I love everyone, but you're racist, you're homophobic. As long as you're not one of those people, you're good. I cannot say that because I don't, but I love you guys, unless you're racist or homophobic or just hate people because, you think it's fun, but other than that, I love you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. I know this video is going to try to be used against me, but I really don't care. I have a husband, I have a child, I'm working on getting out of here, which hopefully, fingers crossed, 2 weeks. Hopefully 2 weeks is all I have to wait. Either between 2 weeks and 2 to 3 months is all I have until I'm out of here. I'm so excited because I'm going to be moving out there by him, by my hubby, and stuff. So please keep us in your thoughts. I love you guys. Later. Bye.